What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. This is Bad Boys Club season 1 episode, I don't know, I think 8, child. I think we on episode 8. Listen, Dave Chappelle used to have a segment on his show. If y'all remember the Dave Chappelle show, he used to have a segment on his show called When Keeping It Real Goes Too Far, right? It was a whole bit, it was a whole skit thing. But basically, you find these people who they keeping it real, and usually they end up in jail or something really bad happens to them. The whole first 40 minutes of this episode was when keeping it real goes bad. Look, Rio, when you get out the hospital and you get them stitches out your hand, you owe Milan an ass whooping. The episode starts off where we left off last week with Jonathan, Rio, and Milan in that closet fighting over that daggone room. Now, Milan, you called your boy Rio to come up there, and you came on the phone. You specifically said, I need you to come up here and handle this situation because old boy, yada, yada, yada. Your boy, without hesitation, said, I'm on it. I'm there. I got you, bruh. So when y'all was sitting in that closet and he jumped on Jonathan, now, I don't advocate for nobody jumping nobody. I do not advocate that at all. But what I also don't advocate is you sitting around letting your boy get his ass whooped for a fight you started. Well, technically, you didn't start that fight. Jonathan said, let's share the room, and you said no. Technically, you didn't start the fight. However, you helped escalate the situation by calling in reinforcements. Now, it is not my fault, nor is it Jonathan's fault that the reinforcements you called in could not complete the mission. Okay? It is not our fault that your reinforcements could not complete the mission. So round 1 of the fight, Jonathan pulled that boy's dreads out. And as you can see in my thumbnail, Jonathan decided to do his confessional with said dreads in his head. So that's number 1. So now old boy is trying to keep his head covered. He done wrapped a t-shirt around his head to stop people from seeing the bald patches that Jonathan done pulled out. Now, I cannot imagine the pain that he had to have been in after somebody literally pulled his hair out. Now, I'm sure that it was the dreads weren't real and yada, 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 but I don't give a damn. These braids, this ain't all my hair either, but I can tell you how much it would hurt if somebody pulled them shits out my head. So then, round 2, he starts pulling old boy's leg because, now security done jumped in. He pulling old boy's leg, and that's round 2. Now, while this is going on, Milan is standing side. He is standing by. He ain't jumped in. He ain't tried to help. He ain't tried to pull Jonathan up off his boy. He is literally standing there like a deer caught in the headlights like, oh, shit. This is not going the way I thought it was going to go. Then Jonathan picks up the fire extinguisher with a lighter like he about to create a torch. That is when Milan runs out the house and says, he is crazy. Do you see what this man has in his hand? Do you see what he is threatening to do? He is absolutely crazy. This is out of control. So they separate the two. Old boy done lost his shoes. Jonathan done pulled the man's shoes off. So they pull him into one of the bedrooms. Let him put his shoes back on. Jonathan is wherever Jonathan is. Old boy was like, oh, I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him. He puts his shoes on and he proceeds to run after Jonathan. And that's round 3. Now, as far as I'm concerned, rounds 1, round 2, and round 3 went to Jonathan, okay? All 3 rounds went to Jonathan. Sir, I don't know why you keep coming back. I don't know why you keep... I mean, I get it. You feel like you losing face on camera. You embarrassed because, you getting your ass whooped. I don't know. So Jonathan goes downstairs and he's like, listen, I'm ready to party. Because remember, the whole party is still going on. Jonathan goes down the steps and he is partying. Old boy comes downstairs and they trying to keep the two of them separate. He mad, talking about, why you holding on to me? He the one that keep starting with me. Why you holding on to me? And he proceeds to go over and him and Jonathan go in for round 4. Listen, Now, technically, Jonathan was coming after the boy. Technically, Jonathan hit him. The boy tripped over something. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt that he tripped over something, and that is when he slid his happy ass across that damn floor. And Jonathan was over top of him, just whooping on him. Baby, that is round 4, 5, and 6. Just stay down, bruh. Just stay down. Now, mind you, while all of this is going on, Milan is upstairs on the balcony looking, and he done called the popo. Milan, you a whole bitch. I'm sorry. You a whole bitch. Because you started all of this by calling him up there to begin with. And again, I ain't advocating fighting, and I'm certainly not advocating jumping somebody. But how you gonna be up on the balcony looking over, looking like, oh damn, oh damn, oh damn. You ain't trying to help. You ain't trying to get involved. You ain't trying to separate the fight. You ain't trying to do nothing. And then you're gonna call the popo. I guess you figured calling the popo was gonna be the way that the fight was gonna end. The popo show up. I'm sorry. They done had another round outside. Now, this time, Jonathan lost some of his jewelry. And, oh, boy, talking about something. I snatched your chain. I snatched your chain. Sir, if you snatched Jonathan's chain, it's because you were looking for something to hold on to as you were falling to the ground from that ass whooping you were getting. Okay, let's be clear. You ain't snatched nobody's chain with no authority. You was trying to find some leverage before you hit the ground. The hell? He kept getting up talking shit as if we didn't see what we were seeing, as if we didn't realize that you was getting your ass whooped on time and time again. Rio, sir, you should have just stayed down. The police come. I guess they tell them, listen, we filming the show. Everybody done signed, disclaimers, NDAs. We filming for the show. Ain't nobody gonna press no charges. And the police leave. Listen, the police left. They had a whole party going on with strippers and everything else. The police came in. They did their due diligence and they left. Okay? Which I can appreciate that they left. Okay? Then they take Jonathan to a hotel. And Jonathan is not happy about that. Jonathan is like, you mean to tell me after I went through all that and fight for that goddamn room, now I gotta take my happy ass to a hotel? That's what we're doing? I have to go to the hotel? I won. Why I gotta leave? That's my room. Why I gotta go? So they didn't send Jonathan to the hotel, and basically the party proceeds. Now, Anthony is like, I don't want to get involved because I'm cool with Milan and I'm cool with Jonathan, so I don't have no dogs in that fight. I don't know what was going on with everybody else, but anyway, Jonathan leaves and they finish partying. Milan is mad. He's upset because he's like, how in the world did they let this happen? Why are they letting this happen? They let this man do what he want to do. Yada, 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 boo, boo, boo. Boy, whatever. You started it. Well, you didn't start it. You escalated it. You really didn't start it. But you escalated it and you created the situation by bringing Rio in. Because for real, you should have just shared the damn room with Jonathan or for them yourself. Why would you bring somebody talking about something, my leg fucked up, Bruh. You didn't have no. You said your leg was messed up when you jumped carry on from behind. So you clearly you had enough energy to do that. So next thing you know, it's the next day, and all we see is footage of Jonathan chasing Rio around the yard with a chair, and Jonathan is hitting the dude with a chair 3-4 times with the chair. He say he blocking the chair with his hand. His hand ends up getting busted open. There's blood everywhere. And they end up having to call the ambulance and the paramedics and stuff. Now, let me rewind a little bit. Milan said that he was upstairs and he didn't even know what was going on downstairs. According to Jonathan, he came back to the house. Why he came back to the house, I don't know. The production tell him to show up, I don't know. But he came back to the house. Now, he claimed that Rio tried to hit him with the chair. And he basically took the chair from Rio, and that's why he was hitting him back. Now, I don't know if, now, according to Milan, he was sitting down on the phone, and he wasn't trying to hit Jonathan. I don't know. Gutter was there, Rails was there. Now, mind you, they wasn't getting involved, okay? Gutter said that Jonathan called him, was like, hey, is security there? And, Gutter was like, well, we got one security guard, old boy walking around. And he was like, bet, I'll be there. Now Milan want to know who told Jonathan that there was no security there, because it's real curious that Jonathan don't have no security there. Then Milan got the nerve to say, I noticed that Gutter and Rails was outside, and I just don't understand why one of them wouldn't come and get me. Come and get you to do what? Because last night you had a whole round 1, round 2, round 3, round 4, round 5 to get involved and do something. And you ain't do shit. So what in the world were they supposed to come and get you and tell you to do what? What were you going to do, sir? You didn't want no parts of Jonathan when he was using his hands. What the hell was you going to do with a chair? Sir. Sir. So now they got all the Zeus production down there, because now the boy done been hit with a chair. Now they got to call the paramedics. He had to get stitches in his hand. There's blood everywhere. And now Milan really mad. Oh, he's upset. This is ridiculous. Blah, 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 blah. Da, 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 da. Boo, da, boo, da, boo. He got assaulted with a chair. He minded his business. They let this man. He's a wild animal. He's crazy. All this shit. But Milan, it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. Like, you was bullying that whole house. You was running that whole house, doing what you wanted to do, fighting that will, talking about something, I don't like bullies. Sir, you've been bullying that whole damn house, or at least trying to. Boy, bye. So then, and the funny thing is, Rails and Gutter, everybody's trying to figure out who is Rio and why is he here. He hasn't been introduced to the house. Nobody know that he's a replacement. Nobody know where he's coming from and why he's there. So you want them to give a damn about this dude getting his ass whooped, and they don't even know who he is. Nobody even know him. At least Jonathan was introduced to the house. Jonathan was brought into the house. Nobody knows Rio. First of all, they don't even know his name. Some people call him Rio. Some people call him Mario. Rio's probably short for Mario, but that's not the point. Nobody knows him, bruh. So at the end of the episode, I guess he calls a meeting, and he got everybody by the Milan, that is, and he got everybody down by the fire pit talking about something. I would like to formally introduce Rio to the house. He gonna be staying with us. Who else? Sir, are you production? Like, does Milan have a production credit that I'm missing every week? Sir, who put you in charge? How you get to just call people to come to the house and stay? Anyway, Jonathan said he ain't got time for it. That they ain't bad boy like he a bad boy. And he got shit to do. He got people here to do. And he can't be risking his hands because he got to save it for Beyonce. Look, I was thinking the same thing, because I was like, now, all this is entertaining and all that. That's great. But, sir, you make your money with your hands. The last thing you need to be doing is out here fighting. And God forbid something happened to one of your hands. Bruh, that's your money. Anyway, that's all I got. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Drop it in the comments. Peace.